questions, whoever wants to start, feel free.
Jennie, tonight, you have such a new club. What'd you think about everything meshing together?
Well, I think, honestly, I feel like Oklahoma Christian did a great job of running a lot of different things. And so it really made us have to build some of that chemistry and that communication. And you could see when we didn't, and you could see when we did. But I thought it was really fun. I thought our freshmen just did a great job. I thought they all kind of settled into the game as the game went on. I thought they did, especially in the second half, I thought they just did a much better job of just kind of taking a breath and going. Now, I do think our leadership, like I've said for a long time, has been really, really good. So our chemistry is going to build a little faster than maybe it should because of that. But yeah, I mean, you can see some good pieces.
Jennie, I think you had 22 assists tonight. How encouraging is that to see, I guess, right out of the gate that they're sharing the ball really effectively?
Well, I think that's just what we do. So, sometimes I look at that number and I'm like, oh, that's it. But we kind of left a lot out there too. And at the same time, it's an impressive number because that's just what we do. And we kind of come to expect 20 assists a game. And you expect that we are sharing the basketball, and you expect, you just have high expectations for that. You expect more balanced scoring. You expect, and I think sometimes we probably take that for granted, but yet it's always encouraging that we have different people, half our team's new, and it's still the same. So that part I love.
Jennie, now that you're through the preseason and after tonight, how have you sort of seen this group gel so far, and how excited are you for the real thing on Monday?
Yeah, probably my favorite parts of this team, we literally never have to coach their attitude and their effort. Now, we're not always sharp, and you could see that. We are not always focused, or we're not always talking, or we're not always doing what we need to do in terms of being in position, but we're really coachable. And so that part is really encouraging. I kind of pause because as a coach, you feel like, oh my God, we need another month to practice. There's so many things, right? As a player, they're like, the games can't come fast enough, right? And so you kind of have that, but it's fun to be able to see them step out in their uniforms for the first time. It's fun to be able to see that. So it can't come fast enough for them, and the pure enjoyment of us seeing them. And at the same time, you sit here and you look at, okay, we have to build a lot of chemistry, on-court chemistry. Our off-court chemistry is really, really good. But we've got to get better, and we've got to continue to develop that. And experience is your best teacher, so you can't do it fast enough. You just got to let it kind of happen. So I'm really excited about games. And I'm really hoping we have a great crowd. That's a huge focus.
Sarah, what was it like playing with Aaliyah? And just kind of seems like she's a floor general, just throwing passes, full length court, and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. I get to see her in practice every day, do what she does, and so it's just been great to just see how much she has grown. Like you said, she can pass. I don't think a lot of people have saw that aspect of her game, but she's a great facilitator. And it's just awesome. All of our freshmen were amazing, and I saw a lot of things, and I was like, whoa, she's a freshman. Like, you still kind of have to remember she's a freshman, but she was great. I thought she did well.
Sarah, you set the tone again with your energy and how you started the game. Talk about what you thought with your freshman guards and how they blended in with you guys and how that worked, especially early in the game.
No, I thought our guards did great. If you look at Zaya, she had 8 steals. Like, that's something we have been pressing her about. Like, you're a great defender. I thought Keziah came in and held her own. Brooklyn came in. Like, I can't really say anything bad about them. And as a freshman, that's what you want. That's what you need, especially early in the season. You need them to feel good, see the floor, get experience. Like Jennie said, that's the best teacher. And just needing them to be confident. So I was just happy. I was genuinely happy with how everyone played. Anyone who got in, they did what they were supposed to do. And obviously, some things to fix, but they held their own. So I'm proud of them.
Jennie, how important do you think it was for your freshmen to kind of get out there and feel this for the first time before it's the real thing Monday?
You know what you do? You kind of debate this because you debate, we had a closed scrimmage and then you have the exhibition games and you're like, okay, how much can you learn in a game like this, right? And so you have that, but I do think the lights on, it's different, and you could see their growth from the first half to the second half. Just finishing layups alone for them in the first half and the second half. Those are just obviously low-hanging fruit, but I think there's a lot that you kind of have to have that. You kind of have to have that game with the lights on, and then the next game's going to be the real game. So we still have to remember they're freshmen, and so our leadership really has to make sure that they cover for them, and they will, and they'll continue to do that until they really start to get comfortable. But that's why I think it's important is you gotta kind of play through it. I mean, you saw some things where you're like, oh, that could be good, and then it's like, oh, shank the lathe again, you know? Sorry, that
No,
was
that's
actually
real.
your lathe,
It
that
was
wasn't even
me.
freshman.
I did it like 5 times.
But no, I mean, I think that's why you do these games.
Jenny, it's obviously just a scrimmage, but what can you take away from what Zaya did tonight? I mean, 8 steals, no turnovers.
Yeah, Zaya's good. Zaya's really good, and you know, I've been asked this a couple times. I was asked it at our media day. I was asked it at SEC media day. You know, who's kind of the dark horse on the team that's going to have to be really good for us to be good, and it's Zaya. You know, I mean, no question, because she's going to get, you know, overshadowed a little bit with Sahara, Reagan, Peyton. You know, and then you have Aaliyah, but Zaya brings it, and when she brings it, we are really, really good. And she's going to have to bring in a lot. And as a sophomore, that's a lot to put on somebody, but I think she can really handle that. So she's just steady. She's solid. She can score in multiple ways, but I think she's also really learning how to set people up and where the ball needs to go. And the more she continues to learn, the better she's going to be. But she's become more coachable. She's more, you know, with the players, with us, because I think she's just getting more confident in her own game. And I think as a freshman, sometimes you try to prove yourselves, and sometimes as sophomores, you're like, I just want to play. And she's kind of knows that she's going to play, so now it's how do I get better and how do we win? And so I think there's a kind of a cool balance here that we're going to be able to watch her grow a lot this year.